What's going on, metalheads? I'm Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and today I have an overview for you of the Petrified Fish Mini Beluga. And let me go ahead and start out by saying, and fixing the lighting for you first, saying that if you like knives to fidget with, you gotta own this knife. How did I not buy this knife sooner? Or I don't own this knife. First off, I'm buying this knife. So, not this one, I'm ordering my own. This one is actually in on loan from JD4EDC on YouTube. I'll link his YouTube channel down below. Super cool guy, makes lots of cool videos. Give him a, follow him on, or subscribe to him on YouTube and follow him on Instagram. I will link both in the description. I will also link this knife in the description. It is available on Amazon. This version here is sold out, but they do have a, this is called their Damascus. This is red Damascus. They have a green Damascus and an orange Damascus, but those are both stonewash blades. They're not the blackwash blade. But man, this is such a good knife. This thing is so good for fidgeting. I'm going to try to do this. I haven't been playing with it all day today, but the past couple days I played with it a lot. I can deploy this blade with every finger. Thumb, index, middle, oh, missed, ring, and even the pinky, believe it or not. Unbelievable. This thing's a fidget, plus you got the front flipper. I mean, you can deploy this knife so many different ways. It is so fun to play with. It's a great size knife too. Not too big, not too small, just the right size for EDC carry. I'm going to give you some comparisons here real quick. First off, we will do the bug out. Alright. Very similar in shape to the bug out, although, I gotta get my website open up here. My monitor was whitewashing the video and I had to turn one monitor off. So let me drag that over here, and so I can give you some specs on this knife real quick. This video isn't going as planned. I just recorded another video, a channel update video, using my laptop to do it, and this is being recorded on my phone right now. So things are a little out of place for me at the moment, so please bear with me while I get this all straightened out, because I don't want to start this video over. Alright, I think we're almost there. I've almost got it. Yep, here it comes. But while that's opening, here is the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. I'll tell you, it's a little shorter than the bug out, but the shape and everything is very, very similar to the bug out. Alright, give you some specs. Not a big knife at all. Overall length is 6.8 inches. Blade length is 2.99 inches, so if you're in one of those crazy under 3-inch states, you should be okay. Although you'd be cutting it close with this one, so you may want to be careful. Blade thickness is only 110 thousandths, so this is going to be a really good slicer. The blade material is 14C28N. Black stonewash finish on this version, but they do have a regular stonewash finish. It's not black. It is on ceramic ball bearings, and the weight is 3.3 ounces. Closer to 3.5 ounces is what I got. So, yeah, pretty accurate on the weight. Here it is next to the Penguin. Love the Penguin. If you don't have a Penguin, you should have a Penguin. And here it is against the Artisan Cutlery Small Arion. Very similar in length there. Those two are very close to each other. Yeah, I absolutely love this knife. I want this one with the blackwash blade with the black and red. I love the look of this knife. I love the fidget factor of this knife. I'm sure this knife is going to be an excellent cutter. I have other Petrified Fish knives that are fantastic, and I'm sure this one's going to be just as good. The pocket clip works great. It is flush mounted with flush mounted screws, and it works perfectly. Goes in and out of the pocket like a dream. No resistance going in or coming out, but it stays very snug in your pocket because of the way they designed this clip and the way they flatten the clip out. Why doesn't every knife maker do this? Why is it so hard to figure this out? See how it's flattened out here on the top? See what I'm talking about? You don't even feel this pocket clip in your hand. You know it's there, but you don't really notice it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be any kind of a hot spot. And it's so, with it being flush mounted the way it is, it's down pretty close to the scales. It makes it just goes in and out of the pocket perfectly. This is one of the best working pocket clips I've ever felt, honestly. And I know it sounds crazy, but it works so well and it's so comfortable. This is such a simple design, and just keep it low and flatten out the tip, and every pocket clip would be a lot better. I'm not sure who the designer of this knife is. It does have a maker's mark there, but I don't know who that is. If you guys know who the designer is of this knife, comment below and let me know. Yeah, I really like this one, man. I'm thinking about ordering the stone wash with the orange Damascus, but man, I really want this one. This one looks so good. That black and red just looks so good together. At least I think so. Some people don't like black blades though, so they do have other options. This thing, I fidgeted with this thing since I got it in the mail day before yesterday. I have fidgeted with this knife nonstop. I'm having a hard time putting this knife down. I'm surrounded by knives, literally surrounded by knives, and I just don't want to put this one down. Thank you to JD for sending this to me. Let me check it out. He and I have been doing knife swaps. He sends me a couple of knives, and I'll send his back with a couple of mine. Then he'll send my back with a couple of his. That way we both check out each other's knives and make content on our channels without having to buy a ridiculous amount of knives. So very appreciative of him for doing that. And yeah, I hope we keep doing it. Keep it up. So I got some more that we're going to be going back with this, and he sent me one other, a Civivi, which I'm going to be doing a video on very soon. I'm not going to tell you which Civivi. You'll have to wait and see. And yeah, I highly recommend this knife. This thing is so awesome. It makes me want to check out the full-size Beluga also. There's been a lot of hype around the Beluga, and especially this mini Beluga, and I never bought one. I don't know why. I know what all the fuss is about now, for sure. This thing is amazing. This is a fidgeter's dream, honestly. I mean, I don't know how you get more fidget friendly than this. One thing you're missing is a flipper, but shit, you don't need a flipper with this thing. Just use whatever finger you want. And not only right-handed. Pocket clip is reversible, by the way. I mean, index finger, left-handed. Middle finger, left-handed. And I have no coordination in my left hand, by the way. Ring finger, left-handed. Pinky, left-handed. And of course, the thumb left-handed. And the front flipper left-handed. And I have zero coordination left-handed. This thing is awesome. And look at the drop. Look at the drop on a little knife like this. Light blade, very thin blade, lightweight. And it's rock solid lockup, no play whatsoever. Man, love this thing. Love this thing. This is the best. This is my favorite knife so far that JD has sent me, for sure. Yeah, I should have bought one of these a long time ago. And I'm so on the fence. You know, you see one like this and you want it, right? You want this, but it's not available. It's sold out on White Mountain Knives also. I can't find any of the ones with the black blades available anywhere right now, and I see why. It looks fantastic. It also feels really good in hand. This Damascus looks great. This thing feels so good in hand. It's so comfy. It's a smaller knife, but I'm a medium-sized glove. I can get 4 fingers on it, still have a little bit sticking out. You have a nice sharpening choil on here also. You get several sharpenings before you hit the plunge. This fuller is perfect. It's not sharp, like hurts you sharp, but it's sharp enough to where you don't really even have to try. You can reverse flick it. I'll try to get this where you can see it. You can do it from up here, or you can come down here and get it. You can pretty much get the meat of your finger against that fuller, and that blade's coming out. And the front flipper is also fantastic. The jimping on the front flipper is done really, really well. It does not come over the top, but because of the way the front flipper is shaped, it comes back down so drastically over the top wouldn't really do anything for it. But honestly, it doesn't need it. It's a small little flipper too, but it provides perfect leverage to deploy this blade. I put out a short on YouTube, and I put out a reel on Instagram with this knife already because I fell in love with it. And just the ability to deploy it is just fantastic. Love it. I know that's not the most important thing about a knife for a lot of people, the fidgetability of it, but I can tell you from my other Petrified Fish knives, like I think this one's called the 929, that they are great knives. And actually, this is one I just got back from JD. This is the Petrified Fish Scholar. Another front flipper. Another fantastic knife. And I can tell you that Petrified Fish are budget knives. Like this one's, you can get this knife here for like $37 to $929. It's a big knife. Very good action. Fantastic ergos. Great blade shape. Fidgetability. I mean, great knife. This one's a little more expensive because it's 154 cm, but the action is redonkulous. It's a front flipper, but with that hollow grind, you can even reverse flick it just using the blade. But I've cut with both of these, used both of these, sharpened both of these, and I'm sure this will be no different. So, although I haven't done any cutting other than paper with this, I haven't sharpened it. I'm sure with it being a Petrified Fish, it's going to be fantastic. So, yeah, if you don't have one of these, get one. This thing is freaking fantastic. All right, guys, that's going to do it. I know I'm drooling over this knife, but I really mean it. I really mean it. This thing's great. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe and turn notifications on if you are new. And I will see you on the next one.